Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Empowering Intuitives Talk Show. I'm your host, Reverend Dr. Michelle Walker. And tonight, I'm excited to bring one of my longtime friends, Carol Rayan, or Stormy, as her friends know her. She's an intuitive healer and very powerful Reiki master. And we're going to do some readings tonight for you. Welcome, my dear. It's good to see you.
We're here, aren't we? Hi. Thank you so much for inviting me. This is fun.
Absolutely. I love when we get together and do readings. It's been a little bit, so it's wonderful to have you here. So please call in, and we are here. We're going to do some cards and just roll with it tonight. I'm so excited. And Carol, you want to tell us your website so that if people want to get in contact with you, they know how to do it.
Absolutely. I'm Ancient Healings with an S at Weebly.com. And, there's always Facebook to connect. And I do readings at a place in Altoona, Pennsylvania called Lifted Reiki and Crystals on Plank Road. And there's a phone number if you want to call and book something. It's 570-299-1417. Yeah.
Awesome.
I do a lot of work over the phone and stuff too, so it doesn't have to be in person.
Wonderful. Yay. So guys, you might really want to take advantage of that. She does some amazing work. So awesome. And if you want to know more about me, you can go to my website, empoweredwellness.org. And, Carol, we met many years ago when I started my energy work journey and started really awakening to my spiritual journey. And totally got attuned to Reiki. So if you guys are interested in doing that, she's very, very good at that. So I highly recommend.
Thank you.
All right. So let's see. Do we have a caller yet? Come on in. I know usually I do teachings, but we thought we'd mix it up a little bit tonight. So until we get a caller, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for what's going on in the week. How's that? So let's just talk about the energies. And I'm using tonight, I don't usually use cards, but I love my little fairy deck, tarot deck. So I'm going to do that. And if you want to pull cards or do whatever you want to do as far as maybe you want to give some information for this week coming up. It's been such a, powerful time, and so many people are talking about they're in transition and they're just trying to manage the energies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 3 of Spring. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Love it. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So that's the card for the week. When Spirit always says, have patience, you got to. That's the most challenging thing, I think, for us is to have that patience. But you really have to remember this is the long-term journey. And so that's what's really going on right now. Time to breathe, have some patience, trust the process, and plan your next steps for the long term. Yeah, perfect information for this week. What'd you get for this week?
I took the liberty of drawing 2 cards. I drew the strength card, and I think that that's real important. And it goes along with the other past life, collective past life influence card for now was the Yugoslavian Earth Goddess. And it's reminding us, I think, that, the goddess comes in many guises. Look around and look inside yourself and connect with that goddess that's in there, that power. We've got strength that we haven't tapped into just yet. And I think that a lot of people are experiencing awakening of gifts. And a lot of the people that I've been working with lately have expressed to me that they've got these spiritual gifts. They have no idea what to do with them. Yeah. They're dreaming dreams and they're having visions. Some people are hearing voices, but it's actually communication. So it's not scary. It's a gift. And I love to inspire people and empower them and encourage them to not be afraid and to go with it, because spirit is awake. Our soul is, I think all of us are embodying our soul now more than we ever have before. So pay attention to the way that we feel and the way that people make us feel in situations, because when we feel things, that's our soul talking to us.
Yeah.
And I'm not always talking about bad stuff. I'm talking about fun stuff, happy stuff. So try to gravitate toward those people, places, and things that lift us up and encourage us and all that. So, yeah, I think those two cards go together really well for today.
Absolutely.
Good
That's
question.
fantastic.
Mhm.
We have a caller on the line. This is Shanae in Conyers, Georgia. Are you with us, my
Yes,
dear?
ma'am.
Hi, how are you
Hi,
doing?
Shanae.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing great. Thank you very much for asking.
Mhm.
So, do you have a question or something that maybe we can try to look at here for you?
Anything general for me.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of you know, uh, creating discipline within myself to kind of get to where I'm destined to be in life, and making changes within for me and my family, to make sure we're in a better place financially and that we're okay at home. So just anything that you may have general for me is fine.
Sure. Well, as we were talking, I was shuffling and the Six of Autumn came up here. And this says, the good you do comes back to you. And I think that sometimes we forget that along the path. And this is your reminder that you put so much good out there, it comes back to you. And that's where you're about ready to reap some of those rewards of your kindness. Unexpected upflow of money. So yay for you. We're just talking about the finances. And borrowing wisely and or repaying a debt. So, you know, to me, it feels like you're just in the ebb and flow of things. And you may have felt like you've been giving so much more away and now more is coming back towards you. So always be in gratitude. And when you pay it forward, it always comes around, and enjoy that season that's coming up here for you. But they're also just talking about spending wisely. Do you really need it? And I feel like the basics is where you want to put your money. Like maybe stocking up on food and stocking up on supplies and things like this instead of other things. Prioritize and just tell yourself, no, I don't need it right now, and more will flow to you, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes, ma'am. It makes perfect sense.
Good. What'd you get, Carol?
I feel too that this is like starting over, and you might be holding on tightly to what you've got because of things from the past. And I see that when the Queen of Swords represents your energy, whether it's masculine or feminine, everyone embodies feminine energy. She knows what she wants. She tells the truth, and that's going to come back. The relationship, Four of Cups is here, and that, something is being offered to you. Just keep your thoughts positive. Keep your thoughts, because right now we're manifesting very powerfully. So keep your thoughts positive. Try not to think about things that didn't go right or whatever. Even though we've learned our lessons from those things, we got to move on. So you know what you want. You're able to express that with your words. No BS at all. Okay. And off you go. You have a happy memories, and where I see financially you're holding on tight, but that's good to budget and be real with yourself about what you need, because when you decide what you need and what you want, the universe seems to have an easier time to send that to us. So no more confusion. At least the truth is there. That's what I got for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I think, Carol, I just want to reiterate what you were saying about how we're manifesting right now. Absolutely so powerful. So, if you if you're being triggered, and so many of us are being triggered by our own stuff that we're working out, right? Ask your fine team to help you become aware in the moment so that you can stop and reframe, get a different perspective so that you can be in a more positive.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Well, I hope that
Good
helps.
luck.
Yeah, good luck and enjoy the fruits of your labor coming back at you.
Oh,
Awesome.
that really means a lot, you guys. It's been, I've just been a servant to everybody and no one's ever, and it's just like, I want what's
Yeah.
for me. So I just have to make whatever changes I need so me and my family can be well. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my dear. Have a great
You're
night.
welcome.
You too.
Awesome. And that's one thing that a lot of people do is give it all away. And you have to make sure that we take and prioritize ourselves for sure.
Absolutely. And it feels to me as if Shanae just doesn't feel like she can handle one more hurdle, but you can. You can. Look at it a different way. This is an opportunity to start over, plant new seeds, and things that didn't work out in our lives didn't work out for a reason. I really believe there are times in our life where, like, oh my goodness, I get it now, why that didn't work or why that was so hard, because you were supposed to be here. It all is pushing us to where we're supposed to be, to bloom.
For
Yeah.
sure. All right, we have another caller. We have Marilyn in
Marilyn.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello, my dear. Are you with us?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, Marilyn.
Did you have a particular area that you would like us to look at for you or a question?
Okay. What is it that you do?
So, what is it that I do? I am a psychic medium. Tonight, we're just doing some mini readings. Carol is an intuitive healer. We both have our cards out tonight. So, I do
So
a
you
lot of
can
different
connect
things.
with the dead?
I can, yes.
You can. Okay. That's what I'm curious about. I lost my son. I just want to make sure he's okay.
I see. Okay.
What's his name, Marilyn?
Marilyn, Carol asked what his name was.
Tony.
Tony.
So what I'm picking up is, was there something going on in the heart? I feel like the heart is what.
No.
It's in the chest area is what I'm picking up. So I don't know if he had a heart condition. I don't know that that's what took him, but they're showing me like the lungs and in the chest area.
No. He was well.
I'm asking him.
He
Carol,
was
go ahead and
well.
pull the card.
Yeah, was it an accident? He was in
I
an
mean,
accident
he
then.
took his own life.
Mm-hmm.
The tower, total, like,
Mm-hmm. Quick.
everything came crashing down, and
But it was he had a lot of unresolved feelings, and they just took me right to the heaviness of the heart.
and the Hermit,
I
4 cups, yeah. Okay, on the other side, he's on the other side now.
Would you understand that Tony had a hard time fitting in, and just struggled most of his life? Thanks.
Yeah,
he was quiet.
He kept everything to himself. And was this over like a love like a love? He was heartbroken, like Michelle said, was his heart, but like, yeah. There she is.
He's wanting you to know that he had always struggled processing, very sensitive, and never really fit in. And that's not anything on you. That's his own makeup and how he was trying to fit in. He's doing fine now. He's telling me that he's in counsel, if that makes sense to you. He's processing this life and the things that he wanted to do that he didn't get to do. And he has a lot of I don't know if I want to say regret, but he feels bad that he's put you through some things that he put you through. I don't know if he had an ongoing like issue with depression, but that's what I'm feeling, the heaviness in the
Yeah.
heart, if you were aware of it. But he says it wasn't the first time that you were really worried about him taking his own life, if that makes sense.
Right. I mean, he did several of them.
Yeah. And he's
And he
apologizing.
failed until the last time.
Yeah, he's apologizing for putting you through all of that. He feels bad in hindsight. He just really couldn't deal with it on the earth plane. He just says, I never really felt like I fit in. And he just struggled
Yeah.
to find himself and find a normalcy. And he says, please do not blame yourself, because I feel like part of you are taking responsibility for his actions in some way, like moms do. But he's asking that you please don't do that, and that you find a place of forgiveness for him. He's really just asking for forgiveness. I don't know if it's an anniversary or a birthday or something, but he's giving flowers to you. Oh, Mother's Day. He's telling me Mother's Day. I forgot the Mother's Day. So he's giving you flowers and presenting that. And he's very emotional. He just he's wanting forgiveness. So if you can find it in your heart to give that to him, he can hear you. He's been around. You're aware that he's been around. And he says he's doing better. He's doing better. He has his guides and his teachers, and he's communicating with them and processing. So trust and know that he's getting what he needs on the other side that he couldn't get here. And it wasn't your job. It was his.
Is he with my family? Is he with like my sister or my mom?
He's saying right now he's still in counsel. So sometimes he has seen family, but he's not with them. He is focusing on healing and processing this lifetime right now. He's still doing that before he moves on.
I mean, because it's going to be 16 years in August that he died.
Well, but time doesn't exist over there. Time doesn't, it's not the same as it is here. But it's what I'm getting was this was a long lifetime for him as far as the things that he wanted to accomplish that he did not get to do. And I do feel like he's preparing to come back. So I feel like it's going to be another few years, but he is going to return to the earth plane in another family member. But that's for several years yet. He's preparing. But he is aware, and he does come around, and he has seen family, but he's still processing, he's saying. But he just wants you to know that he's sending a lot of love, still sending you a Mother's Day bouquet, and just asking for the true forgiveness and to let yourself off the hook. Okay?
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to let go. I mean, to not take responsibility.
Sorry. He's just saying that you really need to do this because there's a couple things you have to do before you leave the earth plane, and you're stuck in this. And he really needs you to find a place of forgiveness to move forward for yourself in the things that you came here to do.
Yeah.
So he's really pleading that to you, okay?
Yeah, I mean, he was my first baby.
Yeah.
And he just left me with his sister. That's it.
Yeah.
And his sister is heartbroken.
Yeah.
Because she gets married in July, and she expected him to walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see my mom or my sister, anybody like that? My dad?
Go ahead, Carol. Carol wanted to say what she came up with for you.
No, I saw that there's three people that are there with him, and yeah, a man and two women, and he wants you to remember and to know that Tony's trying to send you love right now. He's trying to send love, but you're so sad you don't see it. So look around and feel it, and sit quietly and forgive everything, and
Yeah.
accept it as it was about him. It wasn't about you. What happened wasn't about
Right.
you. And yeah, if you can let the sadness go, that doesn't mean that you let the love go. You can let the sadness go, release it up to God, whatever you believe in. The love will still be there. See, because it's like we send those vibrations across to the other side. And
Mhm.
yeah, you want to send him love, not sorrow. So, reach out, get some help, and work through that process, through that, your own shadow work, because a lot of times we take responsibility for things that aren't ours. So, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I
That's
believe on the other side can come to you and stuff. I believe that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's trying to
I
send
just
you
went to
love.
John
He's trying to,
Edwards. I just went to John Edwards like a month ago, but I didn't get read.
Well, trust and know that
She
this
is
has
like
been a long time coming, that he is pleading with you to find a place of forgiveness for him, forgiveness for yourself, and to move forward with a lighter heart. It's vital that you do this. It's so, so important before it's your time to leave this earth plane. And he's just really, really asking you, because you're going to be the example for your daughter as well. So you gotta have to move forward. And I don't know if you were thinking about having some kind of celebration around the anniversary of his passing, but maybe you need to do something like a gesture like that to just be able to move forward.
My
mhm.
daughter's having a thing at her wedding, poster with him on there and stuff.
Nice. That's
So
beautiful
she's
to
gonna
honor.
celebrate him at the wedding.
Wonderful. And maybe that can be a new beginning for you to let go and move forward. That's a beautiful new beginning. But he's just asking that you do that now for him. If there's one last thing to do, is that. Okay? We
It's
leave
just
that with
hard.
so much
It's just
for you, my
hard.
dear. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, much love to you. I'm glad that he came through for you, and we wish you all the best.
So thank you so much.
Good luck, Marilyn.
You're welcome, my dear. Well, Carol, this time has flown right by. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And you guys can reach out to her at Ancient Healings at Weebly.com. Is that correct?
Weebly.com, yes.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Or Facebook. You can always, everyone's got Facebook. Carol Ryan, Reyan, Stormy in parentheses. That's a good place to connect. I use Facebook a lot.
Absolutely.
Instagram,
Well, thank you so much. And it's been such a pleasure working with you tonight. And we'll see you guys here. Absolutely. We'll see you here next week. Namaste.